1814. She died on January 11, 1904, 5 years before Kwame Nkrumah was born, at the age of what? Can you calculate? My brother, my sister, Mary Ellen Pleasant. She was an American entrepreneur, financier, real estate magnate, and an abolitionist. Jesus have mercy. She was arguably the first self-made millionaire. In fact, because she was a woman, so we say millionaires, millionaires, millionaires. You know what that means? She was arguably the first self-made millionaires of African-American heritage, preceding Madam C.J. Walker by decades. We've talked about Madam C.J. Walker, right? She was a self-made millionaires. This woman here preceded her by decades. Now listen to this. In fact, she identified herself as a capitalist by profession. And in the 1890 United States Census, she proudly identified herself as black and proud. Jesus, at a time that black people were so looked down upon. Listen to what happened. My brother, my sister, Mary Pleasant was a woman who was born free. In other words, she was not a slave, even though there are some reports saying that she was actually born a slave. But history tells us she was born free. She herself claimed that she was born free in Philadelphia on Barley Street. My brother, my sister, she was the daughter of a voodoo priestess from the Caribbean. In fact, a Hawaiian merchant, a wealthy Virginian. That was her mother. She was interested in voodoo. My brother, my sister, she grew up learning voodoo. She grew up learning juju. She grew up engaging in juju because that was the profession of her mother. All of a sudden, her mother disappeared, carried into the wilderness by dwarfs and spirits, and never returned. She was only a child. So she now moved with and lived with Mr. and Mrs. Williams. My brother, my sister, hey, that was where she got her name, Mary Ellen Williams. She was only 6 years. Some records say she was 11 years. My brother, my sister, she worked as a little girl in so many different fields, both on the farms and also in the kitchen. She worked so hard and never complained. Her parents left her with some money for her education, and she went to school. Hey, it was whilst in school, she decided to give it all out, her energy to schooling. It was in the days of the Underground Railroad, where slaves were carried through the railroad and sent into freedom. My brother, my sister, we know that story already, so we won't go too much into it. My brother, my sister, our heroine started to make so much money. After her schooling, she went into business. She owned farms. Hey, she had real estates. She was in the real estate business, the first black woman to do that. Her businesses fetched her so much money. She employed only black people and used a lot of her money to to buy freedom for a lot of black people in California and beyond. Hey! She was an abolitionist, fighting all over America, from Boston, Philadelphia, all the way to New Bedford. She migrated to California somewhere in 1850 circa. My brother, my sister, she continued to do her business. She made money. Oh my God. She's said to have had 15,000 American dollars, an equivalent of more than $500,000 American dollars in 2024, in gold coins alone, when she arrived in San Francisco in California. Hey. She managed her money cleverly. She exchanged gold into silver through Panama. She carried gold left, right, and center into different countries and areas. The rapidity with which she did this brought money to her. She was the first black millionaires in America and beyond. Aish. She became the co-founder of the Bank of California. Hallelujah. Did you ever know this? Were you ever told this? That a black woman was one of the two founders of the Bank of California. If you happen to be in America, please find your way to California. Go to the Bank of California. Go down on your knees and say thank you to this woman, Mary Ellen Pleasant, one of the founders of the Bank of California. Aish! She had money. Then she went into philanthropy. She was into banking, real estate, manufacturing, gold coins business, caravan business. Hallelujah to the bongo clippings. In California, slaves who had escaped, she gave them free homes and prevented them from being rearrested. This was what she did. In fact, she left San Francisco from 1857 to 1859. When she left, she went to help John Brown. How many of us remember John Brown, students? Put up your hand if you remember John Brown. How many of you know the song? John Brown's body lies I'm holding in the grave. John Brown's body lies I'm holding in the grave. John Brown's body lies I'm holding in the grave, but his soul goes marching on. How many of us remember this song? Oh, good. Only people who are 40 plus will remember this song. DJ Phil, Mamiya, Stephen and the rest wouldn't know this song. In the days, this was a popular school song, marching song. Left, right, left, right. This is the John Brown we're talking about. Manchester United also has a rendition of this. Man United. Glory, glory, Man United. Glory, glory, Man United. You know, the original thing is John Brown. He was hanged in the Harper's Ferry episode. We won't go into it, we've talked about it before. This woman was there to pay for the freedom of John Brown. But no, they hanged him. My brother, my sister, throughout the war, she was ready to pay for the freedom of black people. She used her money for charity. In her final days, my brother, my sister, she lived with her maid in San Francisco. She was visited by the Bell children there. They called her auntie, and she called them dear. Oh God. My brother, my sister, money was nothing to her. She had seen it all. She died in opulence. And where she was buried, her gravestone contains the words, she was a friend of John Brown, as she had requested before her death. This was her only request. When I die, on the tombstone, producer, see if you can find the tombstone of Mary Ellen Pleasant. And it's written there, She was a friend of John Brown. She spent all her money taking care of black people. She made money. The richest black woman in her time. My brother, there was a movie which was made in her name. My brother, my sister, and a documentary in 2008 called Meet Mary Pleasant. Today we remember you, oh mommy. Yeah, mommy, why you be what? Mommy, when you mean call. Mommy, call what? Yeah, mommy, me no be call what? Why you be? Yeah, mommy, me see me no be call. Mommy, for me call. Me no be call what? Mary Ellen Pleasant. She was a great black woman. She spent all her money leading black people out of slavery. She was blessed with money. She worked hard. Now that you know her story, what would you do? Bianani ole mini obafe zuna kagare mezaka yine ya papango bokaya nfifia ya nyanuka na wabana yo beden lele ya njima singa be konne lele ya njima singa beri lele ya njima singa be konne. The emperor, the conqueror, the champion, the lion is here.